Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to do something that we have never attempted on this channel before. Yes, you guessed it right. Today we would be working with Arduino. This is my first Arduino, so nothing complicated, but there are many blinky tutorial videos out there, so we are not going to do something that simple. Today we are going to do some analog stuff on the Arduino. Analog read and as well as analog write would be implemented. What my plan for today is to actually use this device, which is a light dependent resistor, or as many people call it, a photoresistor, to use to control the brightness of an LED. Now for that we would obviously be needing an LDR, which is this, an LED of any color, and a 10K resistor. Now before we get started, you might also need a resistor for an LED depending upon the color choice of your LED. This is a blue one, so I won't be using any. If you have a more sensitive color LED, something like red, you might want to add a 270 ohm resistor. Now for our circuit, we will be taking our breadboard and connecting the wires as follow. First take one wire and connect it to the first row. From that wire, take your LDR and connect it to the second row. From second row, take another wire and connect it to where you connected the LDR. Next, from the LDR, take the 10 kilo ohm resistor and connect it like this. Now where the resistor ends, make sure it's connected to one of the ground lines. Now from the ground lines, take a wire and connect it. Then take another wire and connect it anywhere here. And take an LDR and make sure the shorter leg is connected to the ground plane and the longer one is connected to the other wire. Now on your Arduino, the wire from the first row is connected to positive 5 volts, and the wire from the LDR is connected to the analog input 0. Now this is how the diagram would look like, so please follow and be careful. The code that we are going to upload onto the Arduino is as follows. The first line include math.h would be used to calculate some percentage and round off some values. We declare the light pin 0 from where we will be connecting the LDR, and the LED pin as 11 would be the pin where we will be connecting the LED. Now next we make a few float variables named light, light per, and anaval. I would be explaining the uses later on. Now in void setup, I set up my serial port to 9600 bandwidth and my pin mode for my LED pin as output. Now there is no need to set up the pin mode for the photoresistor pin, as by default all pins are input. Now for our main program inside the void loop, we would be setting the value read from the light pin into the light variable, which would be done through the analog read function. The next line, we would be calculating a rounded off percentage value from the light variable and store it into light per. Now it's simple math, but this value is used to change the sensitivity of the input. It can range from anywhere between 500 to as much as you like, depending upon the sensitivity you want. Now next we have the val. Now this would be the analog value which we would be sending into the LED light. Now the next four statements are used to remove any access value. So if the value goes over 255, which is the maximum value for the analog right pin, we would be moving it down to 255, and if the value goes below 0, we would be moving it up to 0. Now the next line is simple. We take the serial output so that we can get a reading of the values being sent to the LED. And this line, the next lines, is used to finally drive the LED depending upon the values provided by the LDR. And this is a small delay function that is necessary, but since we do not want too much delay, we just keep it at 10 milliseconds. Once we are done uploading the code, this is how our Arduino will behave. On connecting power, the LED is off, but when I cover the sensor, the LED is on. And since we have used analog right, brightness of the LED is also controlled by the amount of light entering the LDR. The lesser the amount of light entering the LDR, the brighter the LED will glow. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.